Hi, everybody. This is your friend Daniel Hutchins. We are back again for another article discussion for our friend Cinema Blend. Yes, we haven't visited Cinema Blend in a while, so we're going to be talking about Batman. Yes, Batman. The coolest Batman collectibles on eBay right now. Now, this is based on the Matt Reeves directed Batman movie of 2022. Yes, the movie that just came out. Okay, guys, so there's a video you can watch below that, but we're just going to just read you the information. Okay, guys, so every couple of years, a new filmmaker takes his audiences back to the dark and gloomy world of Gotham City. Different interpretation of Batman with his colorful rogue gallery. The most recent feature comes from Cloverfield director Matt Reeves. He catches up with Batman Robert Pattinson early in his crime-prone career, his second year as Batman, as he pits against the Riddler, played by Paul Dano, in a battle for the souls of the city. Now, once you go home and you go from the theater, haven't seen the Batman, you likely are going to see some cool Batman collectibles to extend your sensation of living in Gotham. For even just a few hours, you just team up with eBay and you find 15 cool collectibles made for casual or die-hard fans of Batman. Now, again, this range from comic books to cows to nothing but more, but then this is a quicker way so you can start shopping for your stuff now. Yes, stop what you're doing and shop now. Okay, so Batmobile through the ages. Okay, everyone. The Batmobile has been Batman's most trusted vehicle in his early days since Gotham City. His various villains and his cool aspects of his Batmobile are just what makes Batman Batman. And again, the director has just redesigned it as a classic car, given some options for people in the collection. You can get the Detective Comics number 48. Yes, the Detective Comics number 48. It is considered the crown jewel of any Batman collection. It is the issue where Detective Comics features the first mention of the Batmobile. It is a car that looks completely different than what you might expect because this book is so rare. Yes, it is so rare. Mint condition copies run for as high as $7,000. Yes, mint condition copies of Detective Comics number 48 run as high as $7,000. Now, just for one book, guys, one book. But reprints are also found on eBay for just a little bit of searching. The Batman Batmobile. Now, again, Robert Pattinson strips down in his muscle car Batmobile and the Batman, which vehicle gets incredible showcases and parts of chases between Batman and Penguin, the Penguin played by Colin Farrell. Now, if you want to own one, it's a small die cast. It's a 132 scale model, larger than the Matchbox cars, and it comes with a miniature Batman, an action figure. Next is the Lego DC Batman Batmobile tumbler. Okay, so Christopher Nolan, you remember his stamp on Batman, the grounded Bruce Wayne and Batman reality billionaire to the company of military technology. The Batman tumbler is an experimental tank of a vehicle that Bruce, played by Christian Bale, had recommissioned his Batmobile, and you can get it on eBay in Legos. Yes, in Legos. Okay, everybody, Catwoman. You want to know more about Catwoman? Now, you came to the right place because Catwoman is a hero, a villain, or an anti hero. Well, she's all of them, actually, but we're going to talk more about her. Okay, so Zoe Kravitz slides into her role of Selena Kyle, opposite from Robert Pattinson's Batman. In that case, she's mostly a friend to Batman, but she does have her own agenda. And sometimes they puts her odds with Batman with a lot of different things. So these free collectible comic captures to different sides of Catwoman. When in Rome, hardcover book, spins out from the events of Batman Long Halloween that take place of concurrent Batman Dark Victory story, which is a 6-issue miniseries, follows that with Selena Kyle as she traveled to Rome to uncover information about her biological parents. Yes, she wanted to know more about her mom and dad, like all of us do. Now, Catwoman Volume 3, number 16. Now, when it comes to crime, Batman fans mostly identify Catwoman as a thief. But more accurately, she's a cat burglar. Let's not forget, guys, let's not forget. So she's had a history that include murder. And Catwoman number 16, the villain ends up killing a crime boss known as Roman Sinius, aka the Black Mask, by knocking him down a balcony. Now, making a notable issue for a collection of Catwoman, Catwoman Volume 3 is now available on eBay at an affordable price, making it a very easy target for new collectors. Gotham City Sirens number 1. Yes, the first issue of Gotham City Sirens from 2009. Yes. Did you know it came that long ago? Yes, it sure did. So after coming back from the dead in the comics, and long story, guys, Catwoman quickly got back to working on her revenge as those who've wronged her. Now, as part of her process, she starts up a fun new relationship with some of the female people of Gotham, like Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy. Together, they are the Gotham City Sirens. Now, this is a comic that has launched their own series as far back as 2009, guys. Okay, the best Batman villains. Okay, we're going wrong question. So, Batman has some of the most recognizable, infamous, dangerous collections of villains ever found in comic books. Some of them are like the Joker, but others are more collectors are looking to find more Batman section on colorful characters. And you can find great deals too. Lego Classic Riddler minifigure. Yes, Batman had a long history with Lego, guys. It is one of the longest running brands of Lego. So collectors are looking for vintage, hard-to-find versions of DC figures and Legos, guys. The Riddler has stemmed back to the video game, the very first video game of Batman, has over fans in 2000s. It's close to turn to Jim Carrey interpretation from Batman Forever to the more recent Paul Dano's. You can grab this one from eBay if you prefer the light side of Batman's world. McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Penguin. There are numbers of villains standing in Robert Pattinson way. In Batman, like we already mentioned Riddler, there's also Penguin. Penguin also occupies the shadow that takes down Batman in deceptive ways. New movie has hinted larger roles for Penguin to have his own HBO Max series and possible sequels, and maybe tie in a Gotham PD, or maybe something else of that nature, or maybe tie in with Arkham. Okay, so grabbing collectible action figures from McFarlane Toys might be a very good idea. Like the McFarlane Toys Penguin, there's also the McFarlane Toys Riddler. Yes, the Paul Dano version of the Riddler is none other than nothing like the Jim Carrey version. And it's more different because it's more like a Zodiac version of the Riddler, other than just, your classic one. Okay, next is the 1995 Skybox Batman Master Villain Trading Cards. Yep, these are hard to find, and they are a litany of villains beloved by fans of Batman that doesn't negate to that of Sincerely Scary Bunch. These trading cards feature artwork of accentuates the terror they inspire. Perfect collectible item, and after seeing Matt Reeves' dark adaptation of several of those new villains. Batman The Long Halloween. There are countless excellent graphic novels you should have in your Batman collection. One of them is Batman Long Halloween. It wades into the grim darkness of Gotham City by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. Yes, those two famous guys. Long Halloween is the best use of a Batman complete rogue gallery, a clear influence to the Matt Reeves new film. You can grab a copy of a graphic novel of The Long Halloween. You can also get the animated movie The Long Halloween. It also has really great vibes to Batman, and it's a true crime detective story that celebrates holidays. But again, you want to know the menace that comes from inclusions of Catwoman, Joker, Falcone, and more. Also tie in with the new Batman. Okay, Batman himself, and it's very interesting. Now, okay, forget the cars, the villains, and Catwoman and Penguin and Riddler. You have Batman. You want to know more about Batman? I'll tell you more about Batman. Okay, the man of the hour himself, Batman. Detective Comics number 27. Now, this is something you must have in your Batman collectibles. It is the very first appearance of Batman himself, in addition to Police Commissioner Jim Gordon. We also bought a reprint of the classic story for a little under $100. It's the first edition that's going on comic books for only $3 million on eBay right now. You want to get it when you still can. So now, Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice Cowl Mask. So you want to know kind of more like the Ben Affleck version of Batman? Well, again, who doesn't want to pretend to be Batman? Because we promise you, Batman from Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, you can get the mask and you can be Batman. Again, this also comes in other sizes, and you can also get the Michael Keaton Batman mask and the Ben Affleck version from the Zack Snyder movie. Batman The Dark Knight Returns. Just like the Frank Miller run, Dark Knight Returns, which also has movies and a comic book and graphic novel, The Dark Knight Returns, the most famous of all Batman stories, or among one of the most famous, is Batman has continually reinvented himself over the years. A character in his core, new generations of authors are exploring different element to his personality, make some more changes, and it's more noted that Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns is by far one of the top 10 best Batmans of all time. Yes, the Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns is among the top 10 best Batmans stories of all time, guys. It's a seminal but also really great read of graphic novel available for eBay as we speak. Lego DC Batman Batcave. The Riddler Face Off. Now, again, Batman dwells in his Batcave, which also loads of technology, but you can also get a Lego set modeled after the Batcave from Batman, which also is actually an abandoned trade station beneath the street of Gotham. Cool for just about every Batman collection. There are thousands and thousands and thousands of awesome Batman collectibles on eBay. Whether you're getting comics, toys, trading cards, or more. Now again, first stop for shoppers to beef up your Batman collection. You can Cinema Blend is created this content to larger partnerships with eBay. This is also managing editor Sean McConnell. Yep, managing director of Cinema Blend. He's a real Blend co-host and a movie junkie who's infatuated with the comic book films and comic book universe. He's helped get the Snyder Cut released, and he's also written to tell a book about it. Again, you can look him up more later. But again, I'm not talking about him because I'm just letting you guys know who the guy is. Sean McConnell. Okay. So again, guys, let me know your thoughts about this cool Batman stuff. And again, let me know if you have any of that cool Batman stuff. And you have a great, great night. And I'll see you all around later. Bye.